So we see now that Kirsten is capable of having emotions. Can you talk about that?
Well, she's capable of having emotions. This season, her journey is really all about. Last season, it was about sort of steadily gaining more emotions, and this season, she has them all, and she has to learn how to deal with that, and how to manage. We all have our whole lives since we were kids to sort of figure out how to manage your emotions appropriately, and how to not be a crazy person. And so that's really what her journey is this season. Yeah.
So what's that like for you as an actress to play this new version?
It's so fun because I get to play essentially two characters within one, you know. And it was great being able to play her last season as such a character. I didn't want to play her in an obvious way. I didn't want her to be super snarky. And, you know, if she's literally written as a character who has no emotions, then she has to have no emotions. And I think that kind of rubs some people the wrong way a little bit, because they felt that she was unlikable. And I'm sorry, I don't think all women need to be likable. And I think that it's okay to like be a little bit different sometimes. So I enjoy playing her as a character, and this season it's been really fun to sort of branch out, and as an actor, like being really able to explore all those emotions is really fun. So yeah.
How is Cameron acclimating after his experience at the end of last season?
I mean, he's definitely, he's got a little pep in his step this season, you know? I feel like he stared death in the face and came out alive on top, and so he's kind of just like, all right, what can't I do, you know? And but aside from that, he's able to kind of come into his own with his relationship with Kirsten and where he stands there. And he's not as timid about his feelings towards her, and he just kind of puts the ball in her court. He's like, look, you saw what was inside my memories. I can only imagine that you saw what you saw and what the audience knows she saw. And so he's just like, now what are you going to do about that? Because you know where I stand, and it's obvious to everyone, including yourself, as much as you want to deny it. And so it's a nice bit of confidence that he gains, but at the same time, going off of Kirsten from last season to this season, he's able to kind of, I guess, fall in love with her a little bit more, because now that she lets him in a little more this season, and she's not as closed off, so he kind of falls for that girl even more so now. Last year he kind of fell for the wooden version of it. This year it's like the real version. So I think that also makes things a little more complicated, because now she's fully realized, and he's even more realized that it's just like it becomes a little more of a heartbreak when things don't necessarily go the way he wishes they would.
Yeah, but you're acting as if Cameron's like so into her all season, but he's not.
He is. He is.
He's not.
He's just waiting around.
Wow.
But we don't want to give too much away.
Interesting twists and turns.
Speaking of twists and turns, what more will we find out soon about Kirsten's father?
So the relationship with Kirsten's dad is sort of central to the entire season. He's really her mission to find him is really the driving force behind the whole season, so I can't say too much about that. But she's very focused on, she finds out, did we find out? Yeah. You will find out early in the next episode, or if you put the pieces together from the premiere episode, you'll find out information about her dad that really puts her on this mission to find him.
Yeah.
One last question.
We've been asked this before, and I think they've been teasing that if there's a season 3, they would expose the Sixes program, and so therefore our face will be out there. And I would like to see how that affects us personally, and how we kind of have to watch our backs now that people are aware that we're invading private memories, essentially, to unsolved clues that may or may not have anything to do with them, but it somehow had something to do with the case, and it's not necessarily our fault. And so I'd like to see us get crucified for doing just our jobs in a way, and like how that kind of weird spiral of like we need this to survive, yet it's kind of simultaneously killing us.
I second that. I'd like to, just in terms of Kirsten, I'd like to continue to see her grow as a woman, as a full human being. I feel like in the first season we saw one side of her, in the second season we're seeing another side of her, and it would be really nice to see all of that meld into kind of a more fully formed person who she is. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Nice to see you guys.
Yeah,
you as well.
too.
Thanks, guys.